Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Very quickly, then we're going to do a very brief. I, it's not really a preview; it's more my thoughts on this very briefly. So, Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence, if you want to put it that way, because I think let's put some respect on arguably one of the greatest of all time. I think everyone can safely say he's in the. Actually, probably shouldn't say this. Top 10, maybe top 10, top 20 of all time. Either way, he's up there. Right, so 42 years of age, and he's going to be arguably taking on arguably the best welterweight around in Errol Spence Jr. Definitely the one with the most belts, anyway. So it's just ridiculous. I mean, Errol Spence has a WBC and IBF belts, but I mean, look, belts schmelts because Pacquiao, it doesn't really matter. Belts don't mean too much. It would just be some statement to beat. I mean, look, let's be honest. The top two of the division, Spence and Crawford. Now, he beat Thurman, who has actually been one of the, alongside, I would say, Spence, has got the better resume in terms of welterweight fights and in terms of this generation. Crawford, I think we can safely say is a better fighter, but in terms of his resume at welterweight, it's not fantastic compared to those two so far, anyway. Now, Manny is just unbelievable. He hasn't fought in 2 years, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's crazy. I mean, they're saying that he might fight twice this year, Pacquiao. I can't see. I think realistically, I reckon win or lose, unless it's a really close loss. I can't see him fighting again. As in, if it's a close loss and he loses on points, which by the way I can't see happening, then maybe if he wins, I think he'll retire. And if he gets knocked out, he'll retire as well. I reckon that's my thoughts on it. Now let's very quickly discuss whether we think he can do it, because I mean, surely he's picked Spence for a reason. Surely he's picked Spence for a reason. Surely it's not just a case of, you know what, um, I've just picked him because it's a decent payday. I mean, yeah, it will be a decent payday, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it's. I reckon he's picked him because he feels like he has the beating of him, and that the styles match up well for him. And there's that old cliche: styles make fights. And I think Crawford's style wouldn't, because Crawford is more a come forward, switch it, like bucket loads of skills. Errol Spence, his feet are not super quick. His hands are not super quick. He is just very systematic in the way that he boxes, and very traditional, and he'll just break down opponents like that. And I reckon Manny thinks that, you know what, I can nick a points decision here if I just put the pressure on for 12 rounds and I throw punches up in and out, in and out, in and out. And now there's a question, well, hold on, is he going to be anywhere near the fighter that fought Keith Thurman? Because that was 2 years ago. Realistically, right? He should have declined by then. Now, obviously, there's claims about the good stuff. Blah, blah. I'm not going to get into that because I don't know enough about it, to be honest with you, to know exactly what's going on there. But let's just say he's aged well, right? Let's be honest, he's aged well. He's aged well. So fine, he's aged well. Now, if there isn't any drug testing, then I wouldn't be surprised if we see a absolutely ripped and yeah, I mean, ripped and let's say energetic Pacquiao in that ring, which to be honest we've seen throughout his whole career. But I can't wait. I really can't wait for this because I genuinely feel, and again I'm a big Pacquiao fan, but I can't say I'm like there's some channels and some people who fanboy over him. I think I have a slight affinity to him, but I'm a bit younger than those guys, so I haven't seen him for as long as they have. I am a big fan of his, but I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a super fan now. In terms of whether he could do it, I mean, Yeah, I think is the short answer. Yes, I think he can. Whether he will is another story, but I wouldn't have expected him. He's a very clever fighter. He's been around a long time. I reckon the only reason that he's picking this fight is not because he thinks he's going to lose. I think he's picking it because he genuinely thinks he will win this fight, and that Errol Spence is there for the taking. And Errol Spence actually hasn't knocked anyone out in his last couple of fights. Are there question marks around his punch power? Are there question marks around him making the weight? Because in the past he has ballooned up in weight. Apparently, there's pictures of him like boozing him when he said that like obviously he was going to stop after that really horrific car accident when he was drink driving. People saying that he's Spence, is just goes absolutely crazy in terms of weight in between fights at times. And also, apparently, he's been at fights and like slurring his words and stuff, which means that he's just not taking it seriously. Now, again, this is all conjecture and rumors. I can't confirm it, but this is from what I've heard in boxing circles. Manny Pacquiao obviously is just always in the gym, as in he's always staying fit. He's always in and around the weight. 147 is pretty big for him anyway, so he will make the weight easily. I think Pacquiao has seen something. So let's see. Let's see. It's going to be really, really exciting. I cannot wait for this. I genuinely feel like it's going to be closer than people think. I don't think Spencer's going to blow Pacquiao away. I think he's too wily for Spence in that sense. Will he win? I think I will give my prediction close to the fight, but I reckon it's 60-40 Spence. I don't think any more than that. And I reckon it'll tighten up even more as we get to the fight. So let's see. But I mean, this is just an outrage. I mean, I have to be honest with you. If Pacquiao wins this, top five greatest of all time, 100% top five. He's 42 years of age, and he'll be taking on someone in his prime, at the height of his game. He should have. People his age are fighting exhibitions right now. Like it's just ridiculous. They're fighting exhibitions, or they've been retired for like 10 years. Come on, let's put some respect on him. He's just unbelievable. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in and watching this video. So the first world title that Pacquiao won, by the way, was at flyweight, 1998, I think it was. Ridiculous. That is at welterweight. Anyways, thank you very much, guys, for watching the video. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, do share the vids. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.